All right, so let's start this one again. I think this is really exploring the maybe the costs, risks, failures of having singular P&L. So here's the situation. The situation is this is your P&L, and we're going to say that this is Jan, Feb, March. You get the picture. And, you know, things are going okay, not really, things going okay. But this is okay, and then what starts to happen is you get a little bit of this. You know, and this becomes inconsistent. So what we found the other day, working through a problem like this, is that there's this big discrepancy between what's captured within a P&L, a singular P&L, and is that all in the thing? It is. And what is and what it means. And the biggest thing that we learned, I guess, was that within a singular P&L, now I should sort of draw it a little bit like this, right? So, you know, this is not the greatest three-dimensional drawing, but, you know, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. That's terrible, but anyway, the point is that there's bits of this. How do I paint it in this instance? I paint it green. So like there's chunks of expenses and revenue, but mostly expenses, honestly, that are all sort of for tomorrow. So that goes up here. You know, this bit is also goes up here, but it's in a different place because it's going to show off here. You know, this kind of goes here, and it might almost be a whole square here. And so what's occurring by looking at it in isolation is that you sum all of this up, and you can, if you strip all of this out, in the case I was looking at the other day, I think it was something like 20% of monthly rev was allocated to future projects, future expenses, and some investments. So if you strip all of that out, obviously 20% of monthly revenue is that's gonna have a huge impact on your profitability. So what you need to do is you need to go back up here, and you might need to do this on a rolling basis, but you need to effectively break out good either secondary P&L measures is probably the best way to do it. So then you end up with just ops. You might end up with, you know, capital expenditure on XYZ. It's going to be a new piece of machinery, a new whatever else you might want to do, a new factory, a whole heap of whatever the, you know, it could be a house, but I don't really, or not a house, but like I guess that's all factories and stuff like that. You know, a place to operate from. Then you can also, there's probably, you know, like a growth plan. There might be other things that you want to break out as well. I'm not sure. Let me see what my other version was of this. Oh, IT is the other classic, I guess. Which is sort of IT. And by listing it out and seeing exactly what you're putting in this and what these dollars are, then to be honest, you're killing it. So as a result of that, then you're killing it, because you're going to look at it and go, right, did I actually need these 4 people I hired, and when did I need them? So you're going to save money. When did I need this, and what did I need it for exactly, and what's the time frame? Or I'll break that out, and I won't spend as much money. Or this, again, I can question that, and I can question the timing of that. So what seems to happen when people run very, very quickly is that they don't comprehend this very well, and therefore money just goes out the door, and you end up in this situation. So if you can extend the singular P&L into multiple reports, then you're going to really understand what to do best, and you're going to probably make a fortune as a result. So the critical symptoms to look for here are, where have my margins gone? Have margins gone? Rapid hiring. Symptoms, what else have you got? Yeah, I guess over hiring. So, staff not weak, staff not flat out. Growth focus. No CFO. Basically, so effectively there's no one thinking about those sorts of things. Very basic systems. And a pre-existing success. So if you come across any of those, and you've got a singular P&L, singular, or like only a consolidated view, this is definitely something to do, so you can get a whole heap more clarity and be a lot more precise with your investment.